Hey there. How are you doing? Um, what's the damage on your weapon? And what offhands are you using? Okay. And have you been doing infused ruptures and fellowship ruptures, getting your stuff like this? Yeah. Have you been getting your ability stones and elemental stones? Okay. Um, you're gonna want to do these fellowship ones. You must have a few by now. Uh, I I don't need that. I I understand what's going on with your thing there. I'm gonna show you how to get some fast damage and HP there. Is your fellowship level 3? Which fellowship are you in? Okay, so you got enough that you can go here. Let's see here. So you want to come here. You do the 101. Just let me check if this mount's non-aggro. Yeah. Do you have a gobble mount there? Well, this one's non-aggro. Gobble, gobble, gobble. So you're gonna ride him. And even if you didn't, it's not a big deal. All you do is run them around over at this one. This is the only hard one to get to. But if you can survive, if you're able to do a 95, you're pretty much able to do these. The trash shouldn't hurt you that bad. But you just come over, get these two real quick. You basically don't go near anything really. Come over here. These crystalline oaks are to get your stuff from these vendors. So you get 2. Oh, I didn't really go anywhere. Just here, I'll show you. Okay, as soon as you enter, you turn left and you just come straight over here. There's two that are going to be here. Okay, and I'm looking straight at where you're going to pour it in. It'll be a waste. You just run over to these. There'll be two here. Two containers that you get. And then you come up here to this little village. And at the village, oh, okay, so you just came from over there. That's where the first two are. So you turned, when you got to there, you turned right to get up to the village here. You grab these two here. And these four. Now, you got two crystals here. You can either buy a weapon for two. As you can see, I already have it. Or you can come over and get pants. Do the pants here. Where's Berserker? You're a ranger? Okay, so here. Ranger. And I'll grab those, 'cause it doesn't matter. So here's your ranger leggings. Okay. I don't know if they're an upgrade for you or not. Doesn't really matter. That's not the main purpose of coming in here. There is one stone just from the village right here. So you come grab this anvil. It's an elemental stone, I believe. Then you see the big face up there. That's where you're going next. So if you got that electric going like that, don't go too close to the mobs. It's that face right there. You don't even have to worry about it. It's only one elemental stone. It's not a big deal. There's an anvil if you want it. The village is straight back there. So it's like 45 degrees that you kind of go from the village. 45 degrees to the right. Come up here, you got four more. So you grab these four. See? I'm too far away, even the lightning won't hit them. Then you come over to this one. There's a lot of mobs there, so just be careful. Don't get too close to them. Grab those four. Then you come back where those fox heads or whatever they are. That's the arena. So you come in here, stay out to the outside circle so you don't trigger the cannibal there. You grab these four. Didn't even have to do a fight. Now you just portal back. So now I portaled back, and this is what I got. 214 elemental stones, which translates to 120 of these stones, which is about 60 of whatever element you're using fire, so it's going to be fire, 60 fire and 60 ability to 60% ability to your Zelkors. So do all of your fellowship ones, and you also get like 196 max health stones. So, and you'll also get some damage reduction stones. What's your damage reduction at, by the way? You can see it right here on your character. You can see mine's 8.1%, just above the experience gain bonus. Okay, you got to start farming those. You got to start farming some damage reduction as well. I don't know how much you'll get from the fellowship, but you'll get quite a few depending on how many keys you have of these large stone skins. These shadow stones are what you get from the 100 essence chests in all the ruptures. What happens is three mobs will spawn. There'll be a combination of either slugs and shadow mobs, or just slugs, or just shadow mobs. The shadow mobs will be giving you shadow stones here. So you come here. Okay. So you know about that then. You got to do them faster. Just stick it down on, doesn't matter, level 37 to 40, where you're one hitting and you're completing the rupture, really fast. And all you're looking for are those chests and your pet cages to get dragon blood. As soon as you got enough for the bag of essence, grab the bag of essence, go kill the boss, rinse, repeat. Just keep doing it over and over and over until you gotten your damage reduction up some, because you're gonna want it. You're gonna run out of armor, and you need to get that damage reduction up so you don't need so much armor as you go up. That's basically where you're at now, I would say. As you can see, I already got another one I can go do. So go do that one. I mean, that's all you really got to do for now. It'll give you elemental and all that. That's why you do those fellowship ruptures at the highest one, because you get 50% at 50% elemental and 50% heart of the miner. Let me see here. I'm not positive anymore because they just changed it, but it's probably around 600 or so. Yeah, I'm going to do it right now, so just pay attention and okay, so I just zoned in. I mount my okay, it might be 750. Like I said, they've changed things, so I don't know what it's at exactly. Could be 750 or something. You just got to keep crafting. You got to get all the way to 1500 crafting anyway. And I'm going to do crafting in a minute after I finish this run. So if you want to see how to do crafting and get it up quickly, I'll show you that. So you just come over here, get those two, and I'll just don't go too close to mounts, especially when your teammates are breaking snails. And I'll show you what the bow looks like for this one. Ranger. Okay, and there you can see the bow. Damage 200. So it's probably better than what you're using. I don't know. But that's what you're going to want to get there. And then here's the anvil that I talked about. I'll just go around this mob here. Big head over there. That means there's something over there. Anything you see with a face on it, there's probably stuff around it in this zone. So grab these 4. And just over to this one. There's 4 more. And you come up to the arena. All the fox heads or boar heads or whatever they are. Yeah, sometimes it takes a bit. You got to look in your inventory. It'll look like a chicken if you get it. What you can do is, all you have to do for that is go into your pen there, kill all the chickens, and then you can either log out or portal, and then go back in there, kill them again, keep doing it over and over until you get the mount. Might take a little bit, but you can get it. So that's it. Then you come over and do your gems. And as you can see now, after 2, I got 349 more HP stones as well. And you'll get a bunch of goblets, so maybe you might even get a upgrade for one of those. Yeah, you gotta do those. You gotta start. That'll help you with damage, and as for the armor and that, you're gonna have to get some damage reduction and just keep piling on your elemental and all that, because you're not gonna get a better bow until you hit Bridge of the Demigods, but it sounds like you're getting close. So once you get to the Bridge of the Demigods, you get a T3 weapon. You can get a T3 bow and T3 gear, which will help. And that's it for that. So I'm going to do some crafting, because I got to get some crafting done here. I'll show you guys how to do that. Vortex fire. Okay, so first things first. You did your farming. You're gonna craft all these. You're gonna exchange all these, or convert them into dwarven runes. And you can also do your offhands. Your offhands are nice to craft because you get a crafting skill up every time for those. And these here are the ones you use for your bracers. And of course this stuff is for the regular crafting stand. So 2 things you do right away. First thing I'll do is go over here and I'll get all these crafting, so that while I'm doing other crafting, these are getting made in. It'll add some skill as well, crafting skill. Got all those done now. Alright, so while those are crafting, come over here. Convert all your map keys here into Dwarven runes. So craft all, craft all, craft all, craft all, craft all. Now you're gonna wait for these to finish because you're gonna use those right away. Actually, I'll do the offhands first because it won't take long. Okay, so crafting here, we start craft all, arcane horns, fire there. So see, every time I get one, I'm getting a crafting skill up. It's 100%. You get a crafting skill up every time one of them crafts. And there you go, I got another level of digging deeper. So just quickly look, see if I get an upgrade on my thing. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You just do the ones you got, and that's what you got. They're just, these are, you're not ever gonna have a lot of these, so it's just bonus to do them. That's all. Okay, I didn't get an upgrade. So come over here. And one of the tricks to the crafting, if you hit enter when you leave here, it will craft right to your inventory. So they're all done now, so I'll just disenchant them. And you see you get some scraps in that back. You can do them again if you still got a lot, but it's not a big deal. So we've done that. The next one to do, you're gonna come over here and do your amulets and try and get some mods on your amulets. So as you can see, I have 37,000 there. It's about that's about 1,500 crafts. So as you can see, it just starts crafting. And this one, you don't hit enter when you leave, just hit E to leave if you've got more than your inventory can handle, which I will, so I'll show you how to do that, because it's a time, it'll save you some time to craft fast, because you're going to do a lot of crafting through the season, and you don't really want to spend more time than you have to doing it. So as soon as it gets down to here, I'll hit E. Well, if you're getting one hit, I don't know what to tell you. Like you gotta Either deal with getting one hit, or you gotta put some stamina in and keep farming all your stuff. Okay, well then you should be fine. So I hit E now. Like I said, you're just gonna farm. You're gonna have to farm power all the time. It's a constant battle. That's all you can do. You keep farming those fellowship keys. Your infused. Your what else? Alicia. Your pet upgrades. Your grave diggers. All of it. It's all power, and it's all you got to do it. And have you been doing capitals and getting dwarven stone and metal flint? Those use the ambassador key that you buy off the vendor in the regular ruptures. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to do those. Is your crafting skill up to 1500? Okay, so then you have the lost path. Look at the second last one on crafting skill. It says the lost path. You see that it says it's got to be a level 70 rupture and breaking mining nodes in 70 plus. You sometimes get a white glowing orb type thing there. That's the entrance to the Elven capital. But you got to buy a key either with Elven fragments or fortune fragments at the vendors in the regular ruptures. So if you got lots of these fragments, you do that. Thanks for the follow there, Ghost. If you do these regular, like if you do a lot of crafting, your Elven fragments and that, and fortune fragments should be fairly high. If you haven't already bought keys. You can also buy an ambassador key for 20 fortune tomb keys. So do you have any ambassador keys, or if not, what's your Elven fragments at here? What's this number showing you? Yeah, so you got a few Elven keys there. Costs 100,000 for a key. Costs 100,000 for Elven fragments, and you can get an ambassador key. So you got two there, and if your fortune fragments are over 200,000, you can get an ambassador key for 200,000 fortune fragments as well from the vendor. Okay, so not quite there. You probably bought some fortune tombs at some point, most likely. So I'd suggest get those two Elven fragments converted to ambassador keys and do the two capitals. Also, it's going to spawn is a rupture when you go in. There's a few gems on the floor. There's a few mining nodes. Break those nodes, you get lots of lots of dwarven stone and flint. Then there's a hole right next to those nodes. Jump down, and there's a ton of nodes. And that's all it is. It's just a zone filled with nodes. And you'll get a lot of those. And then you turn them into damage and armor stones in your anvil over there. You don't craft them. You buy them from the vendor in the regular ruptures. There's 2 vendors in every regular rupture. They'll either be in a house or they'll be around somewhere. You got to look around in the rupture, and you'll find them. They're in every single rupture. Just doesn't matter. Yeah, those guys. The shorter one, fatter one, he's the one you want to talk to. He has the ambassador keys. So you go get a couple of those, and then go in a 70 plus rupture and break nodes until you find a elven capital entrance. And then, since you'll have the keys, it'll let you in. That should be your first thing to do. Okay. For those who are watching for crafting, we're almost done our jewelry here, or amulets. So once I finish, I don't bother with looking at my orange ones right away, because it gets a little hard for looking at stuff like this and trying to craft fast. So once the amulets finish, we'll look at all of them. I just throw out anything that doesn't have a mod on it, and I only keep the mods I might use or look like they might be useful. So as you can see, I got 70 left here. And all this stuff is finished crafting as well, so I'll be able to craft that as well. If an ad comes up, by the way, just let me know. Just type it, and I'll see it. And I'll stop until after. Alright, so we've crafted them all here. Now I just go back. No mod. It's got a mod. Not a good one. Okay, yep. Doesn't really matter. You gotta craft and craft and craft anyways, so don't want so I just go back through, and any I don't want, nah. I've already got that. As you can see, you'll get from that there, I got quite a few amulets. What was that one? Okay, no. Okay, that one might be worthwhile. Keep that for now. Not if you're crafting. Not if you're crafting like rings or armor or something. If you're just crafting this stuff here, yeah, it'll stay in there. Or if you're crafting like large gems or stuff like that, it'll just stay in its. Okay, so if you're if you're crafting if you're crafting these things, they'll stay in the actual crafting stands that you do them. Yeah, so that's not a problem. Same with your dwarven stone, the anvils, those are fine. It's just if you're crafting gear, more or less, you can't because it'll stop crafting them. So, we'll finish off these here. Nope. Nope. Nice. Alright. Okay. No, I don't need that one. When you use your charge glyph ability, gain 1% damage buff. Okay, we'll hang on to that for now. No, don't need. Ah, there's a good one. I like that one. Keep that. At the moment, nothing. When I re-rolled, I lost the mod because it's one of the new mods that just came out this season, and you can't re-roll those right now. So I haven't changed my home just yet. Okay, so got rid of all those. Yeah, I don't have that yet. That's all. But you don't need it because you're using 3 Zelkors. You're already proccing 100%. You're at 100%, so that's useless. That mod for you. Alright, so let's put all these in here. I mean, you can use it for your... I suppose you can use it for your belt, your what do you call it? Flame dragons there, or whatever, flaming shield. Because that one won't be 100%, but alright, so we're done that. Now here's how I craft these, and you're gonna have to pay attention. Let me just wait until Toflump stops this slug rupture. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my bracers. These ones are from by the mirror rupture type bosses there, and bracers of might are from the Macedonian by the boss there. Orange rock by the boss in each of those, and they have the recipe sitting on them, so you want to get those, 'cause those are what you're going to use for here, and they craft your bracers. Alright, he should be done now. So you start with this, do them both, press enter to leave, go here, start with your rope gloves, craft all, rope boots, craft all, and I go to helms, start chainmail helms, craft all, diamond, craft all, ancient, craft all, Cabrarian, craft all. Hit enter to leave. Now I got two different crafting stands crafting to my inventory. So I come over here, and I'm only crafting these two here, and I'll show you why later. So craft those and craft those. And as you can see, my inventory is gonna fill up pretty quick. So come here and empty your inventory regularly while everything crafts. And you just keep disenchanting. Just make sure you don't disenchant everything. Your oranges, just use your blues and yellows. Get rid of those. Mhm. That's one I want. Okay, so it's all finished crafting now. Let's bring it all up here. Okay, what do we got here? Gain base damage equal to 1% of your max HP. You lose armor equal to 10% of your max HP. So, gonna keep those. So we'll just throw them all in here for now. That one I want to keep right now. Okay, so go over here. Now this is the other thing. You can make use your legendary glowing stones if you don't need anything. You can do those as well. So just quickly do those. And this is the recipe you want. Here, 20 flawless, okay? So I've got 5,400 there. Craft all, 270, gives me 270 crafts there. As you'll see, these flawless recipes craft 2 item levels higher than your regular ones. Just as an FYI. Every 20 essences. All right. Okay, that looks like it's it. So that's the last of crafting in town here. Now, as you'll see, I left these 3 alone for now, or these 4. Now, if you've got the mount from Bridge of the Demigods, the Mammoth, then you can do this one as well the way I'm going to do it. If you don't, then you're going to only be able to do these 3 this way. And this is going to give you faster crafting level ups because it costs less the way I do it. But you're not going to get your frags and fortune frags there. It's a trade-off. If you do them in the crafting stand over here by the mill, it costs 500 and 1 flawless residue. Now I will show you. And there's 4 ruptures you got to remember. These are early ruptures. So you go back, and the first one is 18, and this is the one you need that Macedonian mount on. So go here. You just want to kill enough to get to the boss quick. Okay, so you kill them. Open the chest real quick. Grab that. Grab this. Use your mount to bring up your crafting stand or disenchanting stand. Now you go here. You can do about 700 to 800. Alright, let's go craft all. I'm under the limit there, so as you can see, it only costs 200. And that's why you do it here. Okay, so you can't do that one, but the other ones, these 3, you will be able to. But you will get one in Bridge of the Demigods, so just keep that in mind. So rupture level 18. You might want to write these down because they're pretty specific, or you're going to have to start. You'll have to go in and look each time and figure out which one it was. Yep, it only costs 200 of these things instead of 500 and 1 of your residue. But you don't get any fragments here for it. Yes, I understand you don't have the mount. That's just for this specific one. There's 3 others that you will be able to do. So don't worry. And you're going to do Bridge of the Demigods. You're going to get that mount. So keep it in mind that you're going to want to know these specific rupture levels. It's because they don't change, and it's a lot faster. I get 2.5 times the amount of crafts for these ones here, because they cost a lot less than the ones by the windmill. But you have to keep an eye on your timer here, because you will get booted when it reaches 0, and if it's still crafting, then you lose whatever crafting mats were still crafting there. Yes, I know you don't have the mount. Bridge of the Demigods will give you the mount. I guarantee it. Because you're going to do it at least, 12, 20 times, whatever. It's like a 1 in 4, 1 in 5 chance to drop. Don't focus on that right now. I'm just write down these rupture levels and just trust me on this. You'll understand soon enough. I'll show you these other 3 as well. These you will be able to do because there is a crafting stand by the boss on the ones you do here. So you're going to get 2.5 times more crafts out of this stuff than you do these ones up here. And that's why you come here, because you're going to get a lot more crafting skill ups, which give you more digging deeper levels, which give you more dwarven stone and dwarven metal flint from your capitals, because that's all that's in the capitals. So this rupture level is 18. I'm going to give you the other 3 because I'm going to basically do the same thing. But I'll show you that there is a crafting stand in each of those as soon as this one finishes crafting. So the rupture levels are 18, 22, 26, and 33. And you're going to want to write them down. Yes, the mount gives you when you dismount it, the mammoth, it gives you a portable disenchanting station. And you will get that mount from demigods. It's almost impossible not to do it if you do about 10 demigods. It's in the chest, so you will get it, I'm sure, this season, because I'm sure you're going to do enough demigods to get it. But if you don't have it, that's only this one, then you'll have to craft at the windmill, because there is no crafting stand here. So don't overthink it too much. It's just straight mathematics, and I've done this quite a few times, so you'll understand as you go along and get more into it and see exactly what's happening. Thanks for the follow there, Uric. Sorry about that. I was... And thank you, Thisek. It's appreciated. If you ever got any questions in that, you can come in, or if you need to see something, I usually do most of the content, if not all. As you can see, crafting takes quite a while. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But, alright, so that one's done. Right. So we'll go on to the next one. And you'll see there's going to be a crafting. Yeah, not a problem. You'll enjoy it. And like I said, any questions you have, it's not a big deal. Just you can ask about what's going on and everything else. As you can see, I have slug buffs going off right, left, and center there. Toph Lump is doing his thing there. I shouldn't have used this one. Let me just, I'm going to redo this so that you can see. I gotta change mounts though. Alright. Okay, 22, yep. So just kill enough to get that, and then go open up the boss there. Alright. So here's your crafting stand, and as you can see, it has a portable disenchant station, this rupture. So this one's going to craft Harmonian orbs. So I'm just going to go craft all. There's 730. Hit enter to leave the crafting stand. Go over to your disenchant stand. And you just put your stuff in there. And as you can see, it takes about 10 minutes for 700 crafts there. Maybe not 10 minutes, about 8 minutes or so, I think. So if you got a lot more than 700 to do, either just craft 700, or you craft all, and when the timer starts to run out, you go back and stop the crafting. And I'll show you how to do that. So if you come back to your crafting stand, let's say you're running out of time, there's a little red X. You can just see it right here. I'm just trying to get my crafting skill up. So if you hit this X here, it stops crafting. So then you don't lose all your materials. You see I got 88,000 back now. So now I'll do craft all again, and it goes back to 88 left. So that's if you hit craft all by mistake and you didn't want to craft that many, you can always stop it just by hitting that little red X, right click or left clicking on it. And when you leave a crafting stand and you want to craft it straight to your inventory, like I said, to leave it, you just hit enter instead of E or tab or anything like that, or escape. You got to hit enter and it'll craft right straight to your inventory and not the crafting stand's inventory. Makes it a time saver. So again, if you want to write those down, the rupture levels that you do it in, it's 18 for your Arcavian crystals, but you have to bring your own portable disenchanting stand, which requires the mammoth mount. If you don't have it, I wouldn't really bother with it. Harmonian orbs, those are 22, rupture level 22. Your Macedonian essence here is rupture level 26, and your Cabrarian rupture level is 33. So these three have the actual disenchanting stands right there so that you can do it. And like I said, you don't get any elven fragments or fortune fragments here, but you get 2.5 times as many crafts out of these materials as you normally would have if you did them back in town. But when you do them back in town, you get a lot of these back, and you get a lot of these. So you kind of have to decide which you need more, whether you want skill ups or whether you want your fragments here. no problem. I'm going to be crafting for a little while yet. I got 2 more to do, so. To 45, 67. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Whatever you do, don't re-roll the gear you got from Catacombs. That's going to be the best gear you're going to have for a little bit. Basically, you're just going to do regular ruptures, and you look for like at whatever level you can comfortably do them. And you're going to look for these chests that are in the regular ruptures, and pet cages as well once you're level 100 or higher. Your level, not the rupture level. And let me see if I got a pet cage up here. Doesn't look like it. Basically, it's just a cage, and it'll have pets like this in here. You'll only get the top 3 mods there. When enemies die, their corpse has a chance to explode. Your Dragon Lee uses its magic to directly pick up all loot bags and gain additional 1% damage bonus for each extra inventory slot. Then you can do Grave Digger is usually the first one you want to do. What's the other? Alicia for doing your pet upgrades. She's pretty tough at the start, so you may fail once or twice before you figure it out. I do it once I have about 4,000 or 5,000 life, and you just got to make sure you don't, stand in any of her ground effects and that. And in Discord, in the games guides builds channel are videos on all of the dungeons, pretty much, except the very highest ones, because they weren't out when I did the videos. So you can always go in there and see exactly what you got to do, and that before you actually do the rupture, if you like. Sometimes it makes it easier. Lightning. Alright, so got that. Let's craft. And here we go. Crafting. Hit enter to leave. Disenchanting station. Make sure you don't hit the portal. Be very cautious because it's pretty easy to do. Sometimes it'll look like you're facing it, but it'll actually hit the portal. So what you want to do is you want to face directly at the disenchanting station. Otherwise, you might port yourself back to the town. Because if you try and angle it and the portal gets in the way for some reason, even though it might show your disenchanting station, you might hit the portal. It's just one of those things to be aware of. You do it once and you'll kick yourself, and then you won't do it again after that for sure. Yeah, so Furic there. Your best bet is just to run some regular ruptures there. Anywhere from 37 to 40 or so. Level up some and find your pets and your crafting recipes that use legendary glowing stones, because you're going to want those. They tend to be the best, and this is what they look like. They're purple, and you want the ones that are for your stance skill, whatever stance you are. Like if you're one-handed, two-handed, or whatever, you want to make sure you use the right recipes. Yeah, you should pick one that you like, because you're going to find that you're going to hamper yourself. Like, you don't have to. You can level them all up if you want and kind of go through them and see which you like the best and whatnot. It's not a big issue, especially as you're just started. This is your first season. You want to kind of get to know all the characters and see which one you kind of like. So if you level them all up to 1500, it'll give you a good idea of what it looks like at the end of where that weapon, works best in that. And then focus, on one you like playing, whether it's a ranger, a mage, or one hand, two hand, doesn't really matter. They're all a little different. Spear, you have to use roll, I believe, and rangers use rain of arrows or something. That's their best skill, and the others are all, a little different here and there. But if you bring up your J, if you hit J on your keyboard there, it'll bring up your stance page, and you can scroll through the different weapons and see what the different skills say, and that, like the little hover over items that are in there for that stance. And the second last one is the one you kind of want to look at, because that's at 1500, and that one will give you an idea, something what to expect once you get it up to 1500. And at the same time, you want to look around, maybe try different different offhands here, see which you kind of like and for which stance, stuff like that. You're probably going to want to do a lot of experimentation and see, what works best for you. And if you ever get stuck there, you can always look in Discord too. What's up, Torque Rob? Not really. I'm just crafting tonight. I did a couple infused earlier today. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to be doing about some of that, 'cause a lot of people have been talking about that, and the two developers, there's only two of them. They'll probably do something with it, whether it's next season or the season after, I don't know. But they know that there's kind of a problem with all that right now. So 33 is the last one.
Proceed to the rupture statue and place my minion.
And so we're at the final crafting stand here. Just gonna grab this stuff here real quick. And when you disenchant these ones, the Caburian ones, you will actually get a few Elven fragments and Fortune fragments. Not many though. But these ones will give you a little at least. But as I said, you're doing it mainly just for getting as many crafting skill ups as you can out of your materials. So what level are you at now, Torcrob? Yep. The rupture levels you want are 18. That's for the Arcavian crystals. But you need a mammoth. You're going to want a mammoth. Just hang on, guys. You're going to need a mammoth mount for that one because you need a portable disenchanting station. It doesn't have one at the boss there. So if you don't have that, I wouldn't bother with this one. The Harmonian Orbs one is rupture level 22. The Macedonian essences are 26. And the Cabrarian ones are 33. So those are the 4 important ones. These 2 here, you just have to do at the windmill by the windmill, the crafting stand there. Which is fine because the fire shards one is a helmet one, so you can get mods on that. So you'd rather do it there anyway. Yep. Basically, you're doing that because these only cost 200 of these instead of 500 and one flawless. Nice. The one you really probably want is the essence one. No, it doesn't. It only, what it does, it doubles any of these buffs up here. That's what it's gonna double. So instead of 10 minutes here, I would have 20 minutes. Yeah. I've been letting everybody know that I can, and you can pass it around. Just remember though, if you craft in the rupture, you don't get, you're not going to get the fortune fragments and the elven fragments, which you use for ambassador keys. So, just be aware of it. everybody in your fellowship shares your experience buffs. Like if one of them gets a slug, everybody gets a slug that's on. You have to be logged in. You get a. These are the red ones are damage, and the two blue ones are experience ones. So yeah, you share those, and you can also share other things. There's mods that share things with your fellowship. I don't have any on it right at this second, but there's different things you can share when you're killing in that. So yeah, you do. Do you think I could get an invite to your guild? Mine only gave me like 4 keys in 2 days. I'll check when I'm back in town there. I don't know if we're full or not. We might be, 'cause all the top players are in here, 'cause we've all played for a while. So they may have already filled it. I don't know. I'll take a look when I get back. But you will have to leave the fellowship you're in before I can invite you, so if you wait a minute, I might be able to try while you're still in yours, and it might tell me if we're full or not. I'm not sure. Okay, there, we're all done. As you can see, still got a little time, and that's because those small experience slugs add +3 seconds to your rupture timer. Yeah. Just 1 sec. I'm gonna go kill this real quick. They come from a variety of spots. There's about 5 mounts you can get. Just give me a second here. One's from Catacombs 2. And there's one in the Elven shit. Commercial. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, the mounts are okay, there's one in here. It's like a 1 in 200 chance, though, if you kill the boss in the underground enclave there. It's a 1 in 200 chance to drop, and that would be your Dreythus, Lord of the Underground. It's a scorpion, and when you run into nodes, it'll break the nodes. So that's what that one looks like. Let's see here. a rotting horse. You can get a rotting horse in somewhere in rupture level 30 to 35 at the boss. If you go along the walls and try and break the walls all around in the chamber after you kill the boss, it'll break in, and there's 2 cows. There's a couple cows or something, and the mount's in there. If you come here, you'll see these chickens, a common chi chicken. If you kill those ones, eventually you will get gobble 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 here, which is this mount. Right here. Yeah. Might take some time. I don't know the drop rates on gobble gobble gobble. Let's just see here. Let's kill the chickens. Okay, and this is the rotting horse one I was talking about. Rupture level 30 to 35. I don't know the exact rupture. This one here is from Catacombs 2. He'll spot, or there'll be a chest sometimes, like 1 in 4 maybe chance. Cata 2. Nah, they're all just basically to ride. This one used to fly, but there's no jump anymore, so it doesn't fly anymore. He's from Cathedral of Fire. That's the level 125 dungeon. The mammoth here, the one I showed you with the disenchanting station, he's in Bridge of the Demigods. That's level 100 rupture. Is there any more here? Crab. No. Dwarven war turtle. I think that's all. I think there's another mount, and I think you have to be a subscriber to Aaron's ARPG channel there, because he's a big time streamer, and they made a special village for his guys over here, and there's a code you gotta get to claim the reward here. I mean, you can try yourself just plugging in whatever, but anyway, I'm not sure which mount that is. I think it's the, what do they call it? It's a brand new mount though that they got out. Iron Golem. I can't remember. Golem. Yeah, something like that. Anyway. So there are mounts throughout the game. And you might get them eventually. Yeah, if you DM him or whatever, he may just give it to you. You can ask him. But that would be something he would have to give you there. Him or one of his guys that he's already given the in his community the code for. Anyway, so now I was at level 2 digging deeper, I believe, when I started crafting, or maybe even level 1. And now I'm up to 9 already. And at 5,000. And that was just from that one crafting. Yep, right on. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick break here so I can go to the bathroom and get another rum and coke here, and I'll be right back in a couple minutes. Oh. I'll put up a old video for Cathedral of Fire so you can see what the level 125 dungeon looks like. So it'll play through, and I was doing some Cathedral of Fire runs there. Okay, I'm back. And that's a T4 dungeon there. That's where you get your T4 stuff. Yeah, I'll check right now. Torkrab, thanks for reminding me. I actually forgot there for a minute. Okay, is your account name the same as your Twitch name here? Okay. Is there any capitals in it? 'Cause I need the capital spellings too. Hey there, Bang Bang. How are you doing? Any capital letters in it, Tokrab? Okay, thank you. Legend, capital Larry. I think we might have room, so if you want to leave yours, oh, okay, you're already there, so there you go. You're in. Okay, so let me look and see what I gotta do here. Okay, I got 5 more keys here to the kingdom I'm gonna have to do. So let's do those quickly. Yep, you can use them if you want, anytime. It doesn't matter. There's going to be lots of. You'll get lots of buffs in this fellowship because there's a ton of players. This is the level 100 fellowship area. And if you've got a fellowship key, you can go into it if your fellowship is level 3 or higher. And if you got this gobble mount, you can actually do it. He doesn't aggro any of the mobs unless you got lightning or something on you from somebody hitting a snail. So all I'm going to do is take all the good stuff here. Oh, got a pet as well. This is a pet cage. Grab those because you want to disenchant the pets to get blood for making the Elysia keys, which upgrade your pet. Or if you haven't got your first pet, you'll want to get one. If you're lightning, then you want to get the lightning type with 3 mods on it, and that's the one you'll upgrade. No, the level of the fellowship unlocks it. So if you want to do the level 100 one, you got to be, your fellowship has to be level 3. The first one, level 51, your fellowship, you just have to be in a fellowship. The second one, your fellowship has to be level 2 to unlock that. So, you know. Heck yeah there, Albibo. You finally stopped by, eh? If you'll notice, you're a VIP. That's one of the devs there, Ulfric. One of the two. And so, as you can see, there's just, you basically just want to loot the containers. There's nothing more. Like, there is pieces of armor in each of the fellowship ruptures. Yeah. I got 4 subscribers now. Woohoo! I'm rich. Let me look here. Oh, somebody's been gifting. Sorry. I didn't even see that. Thanks for the subs there. Gifting them there, Albibo. Right on. Still new to this, so sometimes I miss stuff. Yeah, I gotta look into that some. I think I seen where it's done, but I was kind of unsure what exactly the half the stuff meant, so I gotta look a little more into it. I didn't have a lot of time. I was trying to get on to stream. Yeah, there you go. For every 10K or something amount giveaway. It's been a spam fest today. I think I've gone through about 10 keys already today. Gonna end up with another one here in a minute. That's all I've been doing all day is Oh, nice. Way to go, Thysic. Did you get a couple good gear upgrades? Or a weapon? Yep. You can go for the weapon if you want. And those you can re-roll, and they roll item level 30 to 35. And you can get some pretty good stats on them. Yeah, it's pretty good then. It rolled pretty high for the first one. But at some point you may want to roll it so that it has your skill on it. I think you said you're doing fire mages, or Zelkor mages, I mean. You can actually get that skill on that weapon. It sometimes rolls on it. Or that ability, I mean. You can re-roll them, bang bang. You know, the re-rolling station, it costs 150 flawless. If you re-roll it, you can get item level anywhere from 30 to 35. Yes, it re-rolls it into somewhere between eye level 30 to 35. It's just random, so sometimes it'll be higher, sometimes it'll be lower. Nope, it's the eye level does as well. So you may have to re-roll it a few times, to find what you want, what looks best to you. I can check and see if there's room. You'll have to give me your account name, and it's if there's any capital letters in it, make sure you spell it out exact with the capitals as well. Most of them, but yeah. So what's your account name? There's an actual space in your account name? That's the one that you use to for Dwarven Realms. If it's that, I'll try that. Okay. I didn't even know you could put spaces in. I didn't really try much when I started, so I'll have a look. Yeah, let me just have a look here. UL C space Satori I think I got it. There we go. You should have it now. If you hit tab, then you'll be able to click in or accept or deny. Welcome. If you want to type in guild in the actual fellowship chat, it's just you hit enter. That'll pause the game. Type your message, hit enter, and it'll unpause it. Okay, where are we at here? Gee. Alright, so we've gotten rid of all our fellowship keys here, or what? Looks like it. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Keep that one. Fortune assistant do. Just give me a minute. Is that the one over by the windmill there? If you have 3 fortune tune tokens, you can give it to him, and he'll give you something in return. Okay. There's no need to apologize. That's what I'm here for. Get people caught up on how to play and answer their questions, because if I have to do it in Discord, it takes like an hour and I never get to play. So that's why I do it here. Lightning. Electric Dragon. Got two more here. What's alright? No problem. Okay. What else do we have here? Alicia. Slug. How many times you go to? Nope. There's no limit. Every time you have a key, you can do it. And the great thing about it is the level 100 one. It's like the equivalent of doing five infused ruptures. You get the same amount of HP stones and light or element and ability stones. So it's well worth it. The more you do, the quicker you power up. Okay. What do I got here? Mm-hmm. 8,000, 6,000 armor, 18k health. Okay, Thysic, have a good one. Endurance, luck, and strength. Endurance, luck, and strength. Okay, so next. Did I ever? Yeah. Put those in there. We don't need those. Okay. I may as well jump in as well. Do my compass. And this is the going to be the slug rupture that Lightning Bugs is doing right now. As you can see, there's lots of slugs. So you just go in and you kill slugs. And we got another fellowship key. So go do that as well. And got my lightning damage and electric dragons up to 1400 now. Okay, so I'm gonna do a infused rupture after this, and just grind out some levels. And as you can see, this goes on nearly constant because so many of the guys in the fellowship understand that when you do your level 100 fellowship one, there's a spot where you can get a crown Uh, and after you've gotten to rupture level 100, you can actually make the slug rupture keys from those. Takes every three level 100 ones, you can make another slug rupture. So these guys just feed back and forth, do, keep doing them like that. And it just takes a few guys to do it. And you pretty much have slug rupture wars all night long if you want. So we're going to do an infused now. And I'm going to do it at 61 because the turn-in will be books instead of scrolls. They're worth more when you turn them in. And I'll basically stay in the rupture the whole time and get a ton of experience because infused ruptures are 3 times the experience you get for a regular one.
Proceed to the ruptures that you and place life minions.
And I also got got my essence amulet here. A mob killed in a rupture will always grant an essence. So you'll see my essence count will get pretty high as well. There's also a bracer that gives you double essences. And you can get quite a few and turn them into those books that you turn in at the research stand, and it gives you experience. So it's just something to be aware of. Hey there, Momin. It sounds like the spam from slug ruptures. They got rid of some of it, or I'm not sure though. I'm not on the new one, so I don't know exactly what got patched. Okay, so it's only half the screen now has spam. That would have been El Bibo, I think. I'm not sure though. I'd have to just give me a second here. I'll scroll back, take a look. Did a bunch of them. Yeah, it was all Bebo. He was very generous today. I think he gifted about 10 of them. I don't know. I'd take the drink first if it's rum. Rum and Coke. Yeah. Gonna have another 10 keys to do soon. And I have to start picking up the actual piece that you use to make the slug ruptures. Forget what it's called now. Crown of something. I'm gonna have to clear my inventory a couple times probably. Up to 12k time essences, and the only thing I'm using is the neck one. So. Oh yeah. When you craft, you want to craft a lot at a time. Don't just craft like 30 at a time or something, because then you're gonna have really low odds. Your best bet is to craft like 1,000 of the amulets at the same time. So that's 25k dwarven runes. When you got that many, that's when you craft them, because you get quite a few of the mods then. And all you got to do really, if you do like I'm doing, staying in the rupture a long time, just killing, you're gonna get a ton of map keys. And the map keys, every map key is worth 75 dwarven runes. So it'll add up quick. And you can get, once you got about 25k on dwarven runes, then, craft 1,000 amulets. Yeah, well, it's changed. For one thing, your crafting skill. Increased chance to craft modifiers. So the more digging deeper level, the more chance you have to craft modifiers. So I don't know what it's set to begin with, but that's going to be why anyway. Okay, I'm going to have to empty here for a second. Let's just get over here real quick. And look at that, I got 6 more fellowship ones. This is how it used to be when they had the slugs gave time to your ruptures. You used to be able to just sit in a rupture for a long time because everybody was constantly giving you extra seconds by hitting the slugs, and you'd stay in the same rupture for quite a while. It's nice to do once in a while. It's not the most effective way to play, but oh, is that I didn't realize they had already got that. Gotcha. So they already got rid of the extra time. So I guess this is the last time I'll get to enjoy this. $20K essences and counting. Gotta like how many mobs there are, though. It's packed in here after 10 minutes. It's like it gets stuck at the highest level. Looks pretty funny from this view. Go through a bunch of them, see them flying everywhere. Gotta love this density. Starting to get a bit laggy, there's so many. Alright, we're almost full up here, so let's get out of this one. Yeah, no problem. See, I still got essences going there. I had so many. Alright. Get pretty laggy in there because the amount of mobs. See that the left side of my screen there? It's saying +1 essence in that. I farmed so many that it's trying to catch up still. Yeah, but there was just too many mobs. Like, and if you kill for a long time in a rupture, you always get laggy. That's how it was in the old days as well, when we used to be able to do that. Wrong one. Disenchant. The mobs, yeah. But it's just the amount of information that's stored up. I don't know how it goes about it, but since it only saves after you leave the actual rupture, it can add up after a while. I noticed that before, especially on my old computer. It would do that sometimes. It would get laggy after I'd been there for a while. And it wasn't because I had a full stash or anything. Alright, let's look here. What did we get? We almost got 1,000 of each for bracers and that. That's nice. And another 7 keys there. And I got 34 levels out of 1 infused rupture. Where are we at here? I wanted to do something before I get the update here. Oh yeah, turn in. Alright, another 13 levels just for those books. Did I already do this? Yep. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, that is going to be it for me for tonight. I'm going to drop you off on Germafu here. He's still playing. Yeah, you guys too. Alright, and